cannot stress enough to you, if you know somebody who needs a job, and it might even be yourself, you got to pay attention to Laura Byrnes. When she comes in here from CareerSource, Citrus, Levy, Marion, she gives you not only information about what jobs are there, what to do to get those jobs, what the benefits are from those jobs, and it is always an amazing thing to hear that we have in our community jobs that'll keep the kids here. And when I say the kids, that means anybody under 53. So those are the kids. Those are the kids.
Not a kid.
No, you don't qualify. It's hard to believe you're not under 53. I was just trying to pick a number at random.
Okay.
Laura Byrnes is here from CareerSource, and she is brought with her Officer Palmer from the Corrections?
Florida Department of Corrections.
Florida
yes, sir.
Department of Corrections. And thank you for coming in again. Good to see you. That means there's some job openings over there, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And in fact, you had a recruitment campaign going on center of the mall not too long ago.
Yeah, we had a great time in the month of February. We were up there. We were offering careers to everyone that was interested. And, you know, a lot of people don't understand or don't realize that there's 3 prisons that we have here in Ocala that are actively accepting applications and trying to hire people. So, you know, if you're interested in careers, you know, obviously CareerSource, the Florida Department of Corrections, we're always looking for people.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Laura, good morning.
Good morning.
We're going to see you Saturday.
Yep.
We are
bright and early.
part of the team
Part of
that
the
eats
judge-
Kevin Christian's bagels every once a year.
And we like the pastries and the bagels, but we love the student films. That's just it's such a treat and such an honor. And I tell you what, I'm every year more and more impressed with the caliber of these student videos. It's incredible.
Yeah, it is really true. Can I ask Officer Palmer a question real quick? Since we're talking about videos, are there any positions in corrections for a videographer? Do you have that position?
Well, we do have a lot of productions and promotions positions for service. I guess it would be security services. So like your HR positions, your food service, your HVAC, all the way up to marketing. We have positions that are like that. I mean, we have over 25,000 people that are employed with the Florida Department of Corrections. So,
and I didn't mean to take it away from Laura because to introduce Laura first, but I've often thought that in today's world where videography skills used to be confined probably to TV stations, radio uses it now. No, I'm not really good at it. This is mine right here. but other stations maybe. I mean, they have actual hired people to do these things. But even in the factories, I've seen videos that they produce. I mean, factories like chocolate factories and potato chip factories.
Well,
things
because
like that.
video is it is a communications tool.
Yeah.
And so, people think print media just has the print publication, but, the Star Banner is going to have complete video along with photos and stories online the day before anything comes out in print. We use it at CareerSource to help businesses tell their story and help get the word out, help folks know what we're doing. So, yeah, video, you cannot, and remember when Gene Biggio with Moy Media was here a couple times ago, you just cannot underestimate the value and impact of video. But we may be just, okay, we're sidetracking.
So good morning, Laura.
Yeah, good
How are you? From
morning.
CareerSource, Citrus, Levy, Marion.
Let's hit the reset. Okay. Oh, yeah. Hi. How are you? May I, before I turn it over to Officer Palmer, may I tell you a couple exciting things?
Yes.
This first one is very tasty tip, and
Tasty.
Joe is going to enjoy this. Earth Fair, as you know.
Joe, your husband, or Joe
Martone?
Uh-huh.
Earth Fair, as you know, is coming to town.
Yes.
One of the largest natural organic food retailers in the country, with 39 stores across 9 states in the Southeast, the Mid-Atlantic, and the Midwest. They've been around since 1975. They are looking for full and part-time positions. They want team members who are passionate about healthy living and customer service. And I am proud and pleased to say that we've partnered with them, and we are putting on a 3-day hiring event for Earth Fair. It will be Wednesday, March 15th, Thursday the 16th, and Friday the 17th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the College of Central Florida Klein Conference Center right here in Ocala. They are looking for cashiers, department clerks, experienced artisan bread bakers, line cooks, meat cutters, butchers, really a fantastic, I mean, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I've been waiting for something like this. Sorry, Trader Joe's, you had your chance. You could have come. We still can, but so we're very happy that Earth Fair is coming. And if you are interested in working for Earth Fair, please go to our website, CareerSourceCLM.com. Go to our calendar of events and check out the positions, the job order numbers, all the information you need, and number to call for more information, all that good stuff. So Earth Fair, yay. The second thing, we have another hiring event. It's not just Earth Fair, sorry. Marion County Public Schools, transportation, they're looking for bus drivers.
Okay.
We're having a hiring event for them, 9 to 6 p.m. on Friday, March 24th. This will be out at their transportation hub, on Gainesville Road, where all the buses are, 5470 Northwest Gainesville Road. But again, go to our website and check that out. And then last but certainly not least, 2 spring career fairs this month. The one in Marion County, Tuesday, March 21st, 9 to 1, over at CF Klein Conference Center. And then on Thursday, the 23rd, over at CF's Lecanto campus from 9 to 1, we're having the Citrus County Spring Job Fair, Career Fair. And you can go to one or both. I mean, there will be 30 separate employers with jobs to fill. There'll be 26 in Marion County, 13 in Citrus County, but there's overlap. And they have jobs to fill. Some of them that will be their Auto Customs, Cardinal Glass, City of Ocala, CF, Marion County Board of County Commissioners, MGM Hotels, OPD, On Top of the World, Rainey's, and of course, our good friends with the Florida Department of Corrections.
Nice.
I actually wrote that, our good friends with the Florida, right there. So I thought, well, what a perfect segue to what Officer Palmer wants to talk about. But again, you can find out more about the career fairs on our website, CareerSourceCLM.com.
Please share that information that Laura just told you. Share it, whether you wrote it down or if you used the video, that's okay. Somebody you know will benefit by going to one of these career fairs. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you what the great service is that you guys do. We brag about it all the time. I don't know if it ever gets back to you that we talk about you when you're not here.
Yeah, we do.
But
That's
we do.
very nice. Thank you.
I can't tell you enough how much I think this contributes to all of us. So
Excellent.
It keeps us here. I don't want the kids to move away. Anybody under 53, that is. Which means nothing. There's nothing about the number 53. Well, thank you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And Officer Palmer, good to see you again. How are things going for you?
Going real great, actually. We've hired, since the last time I've been here, I think we've had over 30 people start at Lowell Correctional Institution. So, it's good numbers. Across the street at the Florida Women's Reception Center at Marion, they're actually at capacity right now, so they don't have any vacant positions. So, it's a great thing to have, everyone show up and on your shift and have the shift be completely full, so you don't have to worry about working overtime and being stressed out from staying over. Very fortunate for that, and I think it's a large part because of the partnership that we have with CareerSource and coming up here and talking to you guys, spreading the information about the Florida Department of Corrections, because, like I said, not a lot of people know that we're up here in the Ocala.
Do you know when you guys were doing the campaign in the mall, we would see the officers walking back and forth all the time, and we commented on the uniforms. They're sharp-looking uniforms.
Yeah, we just recently rolled out into these new uniforms. We were in that nice vintage brown look. Now we're in this very professional, sleek gray and black. I think more than half of the institutions in the state of Florida have rolled out in this. I think there's still a few that are on their way, but we were one of the first institutions to go live with these new looks. So,
and what is the advantage? I mean, the perks. Let me ask this. This is a fun thing. Before we get to the break, what's the perk of having a uniform? Are there good things or bad? Like you're out in public, you're in uniform.
Well, the good and bad. I mean, obviously, you don't have to worry about what outfit that you're going to wear.
Right.
And you know exactly what you're going to wear, and you know how many of them you need in order to wear for the entire week. So the laundry's easy. Bad things is when you're out in the public. A lot of people have a negative vision of law enforcement. Some people have bad stories about it. Some people have good stories. I never heard anyone say I got pulled over the other day for speeding. I was really happy. But so when you wear the uniform, it is. Some people see it as a good thing that you're out there, serve and protect, and that you're doing a difference in the community. But a lot of people have a negative image on it. So I personally don't wear my uniform when I'm outside of work unless I absolutely have to. Picking up the kids from school, dropping them off, that kind of thing. But
yeah.
everyone's got an opinion about it, and it's,
I would wear it all the time. I'd march down the middle of the street. I would say, "Get back into that house." What's the matter with you over there? All right, we'll take a little. We'll be right back.
You're going to love your new windows and the immediate energy savings when you work with Renewal by Anderson. You'll experience legendary quality and installation. Visit renewalbyanderson.com for a free in-home consultation with the pros. Right now, save 20% on windows, doors, and installation. No money down, 0% interest, and 0 payments for 12 months with approved credit. Visit renewalbyanderson.com. renewalbyanderson.com. Offer ends February 28th. License CGC 1524135.
Beautiful Moments Party Rental presents the Ocala Wedding and Events Expo 2017 on March 9th. This event has caterers, photographers, florists, musicians, plus food, fun, and more. Brides, bring your bridesmaids and friends alike. 100% of ticket sales goes to the Inflammatory Breast Cancer Network Foundation, and they're only $10 each. So mark your calendars for March 9th from 5 to 8:30 p.m. for the Ocala Wedding and Events Expo at Beautiful Moments Party Rentals, 3400 Southwest 60th Avenue. Questions, call 307-8180. That's 307-8180.
Stay informed on everything going on in the Villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the Villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
Millions of people have type 2 diabetes, and many have trouble keeping their blood sugar under control. If you're one of them, learn about the Merck Type 2 Diabetes Study. This clinical research study is evaluating the safety and effectiveness of an investigational medication for type 2 diabetes. Those who qualify will receive the study medication, study-related medical examinations, and laboratory tests at no cost. To see if you're eligible, call Dr. Larry Popeil with Magnolia Research Group, 352-351-8088. That's 352-351-8088.
Hi, my name is Erica Olstein. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine. Do you have a gout-ridden toe or bowels that move too slow, creaky knees, or how about an asthmatic wheeze? Then acupuncture is sure to please. Come visit me, your primary care physician, Erica Olstein, at A Better You Healthcare. Call me at 352-615-5566. That's 352-615-5566.
All right. You got to hear what we say behind the scenes. I think you would love some behind the scenes stuff.
It's the after show.
Laura Byrnes is here from CareerSource, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and it is an amazing agency because it costs you nothing if you're looking for a job, and if you're looking for talented people to fill some positions at your job place, if you're an employer, it costs you nothing either. Laura and CareerSource, they get their money from God. There's no, I don't know how they get paid actually.
She's got it wired.
And of course, Officer Palmer is here from the Department of Corrections.
Yes, sir.
Looking for some talented people to fill some spots at your agency.
Yes, absolutely. And right now we're hiring certified and non-certified correctional officers. So if you're a non-certified correctional officer, that means you haven't gone through the academy yet, and that's okay because we're going to hire you. You're going to work at the institution no more than 6 months. We're going to send you to an academy. We're going to pay for your academy.
Oh my goodness!
We're going to pay you while you're in the academy.
That is really cool. Once
you get out of the academy, we'll give you a pay increase when you become state certified. So, it's a great opportunity to get that learning experience, and you don't have to go in your own pocket to get that.
That is really a nice opportunity. And does your pay increase once you've gone through the academy?
Yes, yeah. As soon as you take the statewide exam, it's going to increase. And in the academy, you're going to become proficient in first aid, firearms, defensive tactics, report writing, because a lot of the job is sitting behind a desk with a piece of paper and a pen to keeping track of everything that goes on.
I have a question about pay, not specifically what you get paid, but is it a state job? Let me start there.
Yes, yeah, it's a state job. So in order for us to get a pay increase, they actually have to pass a piece of legislation. And right now, they're attempting to do that. We're attempting to get an 8.5% increase across the board. So hopefully that goes through because we need more money.
So when we hear some of the stories about like local agencies like the Marion Fire Rescue, those folks sometimes move to other counties because they pay more. And when you work for the state, is that not true?
Well, yes, and it is true. The counties do offer more, but the state provides better benefits is what it comes down to. The health insurance, for example, at $90 out of your paycheck, every paycheck, $90 out of your paycheck, every paycheck will cover your entire family, whether it's just your spouse that you have, or if you have 17 kids, it's still $90 a paycheck, so it doesn't increase.
Oh, wow, that's good.
And for individual, it's $35. So if it's just for you, then, and it's hard to say no to that, you know, and the benefits for retirement are incredible, you know. And that's,
where are you going to move when you retire?
well, I think I'm going to get a little shack on a pond and just go fishing, and a little bait shack that's out there, and
Ooh, that sounds good.
have an air horn on the desk. So if you need me for service, hit the air horn. But
Sometimes we hear that people don't treat law enforcement officers very well, but you and your team were here in the Paddock Mall. You were set up in the information booth, and there were so many people that came up to you guys to thank you for your service.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just purely unsolicited.
yeah, we sat up there, and they walk by and they're giving us the double look, and you're like, oh no, what's about to happen? And they come up and they're like, I was prior military, and I just want to say thank you. I'm retired from law enforcement from New York, and I used to work at a prison when I was in Indiana, and they go around their battle stories and they share, and that connection of family and brotherhood and everything is there. Doesn't matter who it's with, or if you worked with them before, or what agency they work for, and they would just come up to you and shake your hand like, look, I really appreciate everything you do, and thank you for serving our community, and we know if it wasn't for you, these people would just be out running outside, or there would be no rules. So really appreciate everything that you do, and so, it's an honor to hear that, and appreciate you guys looking out for us too when we're out.
Yeah.
May I ask a quick question? Officer Palmer, in addition to correctional officers, the certified, non-certified for the academy, are you looking for other type of personnel?
Oh, absolutely. We have support positions now. Just at Lowell, we have so many programs that we offer there. We have a HVAC program that we have to have instructors to teach the inmates how to become certified. We have the rehabilitation therapeutic community program. So the inmates that do have drug problems, when they do get incarcerated, they have to go through programs to get clean before we can send them home. So we have all these positions that teach the inmates what to do, as well as your HR positions, your maintenance positions. We have plumbing and HVAC that needs to go on so that they can repair the things that get broken. It's like a little town that we have that's at the prison, and we need maintenance, and we need all those support positions in order for the place to run 24/7.
And regardless of the position, because you're a state employee, you get those really nice benefits.
Correct. Yes, because once you get hired on through the state, then you get all those amazing benefits.
Yeah.
We had the opportunity to meet Sheriff Woods for the first time. We had not met him before. Have you met him, Mr. Woods? The Sheriff Woods?
I did, in fact, election.
Oh, during the election? Yeah, he came in here and talked to us. He referred to the prisons as mini city.
Yes.
It's like everything's happening under there that you have in a city. So that is pretty amazing, really.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised how many different hats it takes in order to do one complete successful day in prison. All the different programs that go on, plus the security aspect of it. It's very difficult and interesting to see how it functions on a day-to-day.
Laura's question made me have a question. She was asking, if you have people who are not necessarily security, right?
Correct.
But are they also part of the security, or do you never switch positions?
We typically don't switch positions. Now, if someone comes in that's non-security and they see what the security officers do and they feel like that's a passion, then a lot of times they'll transfer over to security and become a correctional officer.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And vice versa. If you go there and your passion is to actually help and rehabilitate people, and you don't feel like you're doing it as a correctional officer, and you want to go and teach instead, then a lot of people go and
switch over that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And you have different shifts there.
Yes,
to accommodate the people.
Oh yeah, lots of shifts. Primarily we're on 12-hour shifts, and that can be anywhere between 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And you're typically working 2 days on, 2 days off. And then if you start on Friday, then you work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you're off on Friday, then you're off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So on a 12-hour shift, you have 15 days off a month, and you have every other weekend off. So you can still have a life, and you can complete, if you need to go for a doctor's appointment, then on your day off, you can go to a doctor's appointment. We also have 8-hour shifts, which will always give you 2 consecutive days off. And then those time frames are usually between 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., 3 p.m. to 11 p.m., or 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. So your shift is usually made up and assigned to you as soon as on your first day when you get in. And if you're not comfortable with your shift, you can always put in a request to change your shift. Once you find a shift that you like, the supervisor, the other officers, the sergeants, people usually tend to gel, and you tend to stay with that shift for as long as you can, because like you said, it's that family brotherhood that brings it all together that you want to stay with.
Are there any driving positions? In other words, do you transport the prisoners, or?
Yes, absolutely.
You do? Okay.
So, just for example, we have a lot of services that we offer at the prison for the inmates in case they get sick or they need something. But there's also a lot that we don't have at our prison. So RMC, which is the regional medical center that we have for our prison, is up in Lake Butler, and they specialize in dialysis and cancer treatments and all that kind of things. So sometimes we have to transport our inmates that way. We also have at the Florida Women's Reception Center, they have bluebirds, that they come in, that the inmates get on the buses and they have to transport all over the place, because they receive everybody from that's newly incarcerated to the prison system, and then they also have to transport them out to a prison once they go through the reception process.
Wow. My gosh. I think we brought this up before. You have to be, you must be, or all the folks who do what you do, you must be like amateur psychologists, because as somebody who's newly incarcerated, can you imagine that shift? Okay, I was free, now I'm not. You know, and I did something stupid to get here, and oh my gosh, the things that you must hear.
Absolutely, and it does get a little crazy. And like I said, I work at Lowell, so it's a female institution, and what I've come to realize, the females are a little bit more needy and emotional.
I think Sherry put it this way: more complicated.
There you go. That's I like the way that sounds. And the men are a little bit more organized, and they don't do negative attention. I'm sorry.
Agree to disagree. No, I'm just kidding.
The men don't want to do anything to get negative attention. They don't want you to know who they are, compared to women want to do negative things just so you have to talk to them. So that's the big difference between the different levels. And since I work at the women's
That's a psychological thing right there.
Interesting.
Yes. And since
really, women do negative things to get your attention?
Surprise, surprise.
That's the female.
Well, now we know. The truth is, hey, before we run out of time, I do just want to quickly mention that if you're saying, I want to find out about these positions, I want to apply, how do I go about doing that? We should have this up on our website in our calendar of events for today, where we'll also post this podcast, and it'll have some instructions how you can apply or learn more about the positions that Officer Palmer's talking about. And if it's not up right now, it will be very shortly when I get back to the office.
So one quick question. You said you work at the female prison. Do you prefer female corrections officers there?
Well, yes, and because there is posts that are gender specific, but just because it's a female institution doesn't mean that you have to be female. Like I said, I work there, and I work on the compound, a couple days out of the week. A lot of times, that's when they're shorthanded, I get pulled from my position to go there, because security is the number one need. The recruitment or doing some type of other administrative position, that's secondary. The big thing is making sure that the compound's safe, and we want to make sure that it's manned so it can be safe. But obviously, if you're a female and this is your line of work, then we look forward to having you come in. If I get a female application on my desk, I contact them usually first, just because I want them to come in so we can work those gender-specific posts.
Gotcha, right.
Like confinement, it's gender-specific because you have to do pat searches, you have to do strip searches, and same thing with medical and infirmary. It has to be the same gender that's supervising the inmates.
Yeah, it makes sense. So again, you would contact Laura Byrnes at CareerSource, and that's it, really. Thank you for coming in here, Laura, as you always do. And
pleasure.
And Officer Palmer, it's good to see you again.
Good seeing you. Thank you very much.
You seem to really love your job. You're a great representative for that career.
I appreciate that. It has served me and my family well, and I just want to do the same for it. So.
All right.
Excellent.
And I got some family members there right now. At least one, right?
That are working, not in jail.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
in this uniform, not the other uniform.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Good one.
Thank you both. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. President Trump tweeting thank you the morning after giving his first speech before a joint session of Congress.
We may be a nation divided on policies. We are a country that stands united in condemning hate and evil in all of its very ugly forms.
The president promising to target people living in the U.S. illegally who threaten our communities, also saying he believes real and positive immigration reform is possible. Democrats, in their response, accusing the president of planning to rip affordable health care from Americans. But former House Speaker Newt Gingrich, who was in the audience, says he believes the president won over some Democrats.
We're watching them, and during the course of the evening, more and more and more of them were applauding.
Speaking to Fox